Welcome. Good day, everyone, and welcome to the channel. My name is NoBrakes, and this is season 1 of Behind the Wall, presented to you by a No Break Lights production. I'd like to take a brief second to thank all of the guests that will be sharing their story. Much love and respect to all of you. Also, I'd like to thank the audience for taking the time out to listen to the podcast. Way more to look forward to. Big ups to you. Much love and respect. One.
So welcome to Behind the Wall, center of the universe. I'm the MoonMan, and my co-pilot here is Swagged Out Ski. Get ready to take flight, but first, let's spark up and let's give a moment of silence for the late, great, legendary Bob Marley.
Yes, sir.
Bless up. We had to start this project off with honoring him and what he stood tall and fought for. And even though the month of February and our tribute is coming to an end, we will continue to vibrate on a frequency, and it will always stay one love. Now, I must prepare y'all because in March, the training wheels is coming off, so I hope you didn't think you had us figured out or what type of show this was or the direction we were headed. I can almost guarantee you wouldn't have come close, and that's no gas. Let me start off with saluting NoBrakes. You know what I'm saying? He makes it all possible. The effort, the love, the dedication, the devotion that he put behind this project. And for all the people, you could have been anywhere in the world today, but you're here right now with us. Love is definitely love. Now all I need is your trust. So sit back, strap up, and watch the navigation. You are now a part of Operation Level Up. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Who is the MoonMan? Who is the MoonMan? A better question is, who isn't he? You got Mac Mars, you got Quan Dada the Don, you got I Marley. I know it can be a bit confusing, but, please just try to keep up. I got locked up back in 2015 for home invasion and a slew of other felonies. And after 2 trials, I was illegally found guilty and sentenced to 388 years, plus life. I'm currently being stored, like my constituent said, in Smyrna, Delaware, JTVCC, and coming to you live from the SHOOT program. That's just to recap it. So, without further ado, my co-pilot has the controls. Swagged Out Ski, what you got for him?
Welcome, Swagged Out Ski. Welcome.
Swagged out, man.
Welcome. We got Swagged Out Ski, man. I appreciate you for popping out, man. Giving us your experiences, your stories over these past couple of episodes. Who aren't, like, I guess the people who aren't familiar with you, I guess you can just let them know who you are, give them a little rundown of you, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure, man. It's Swagged Out Ski, man, and NoBrakes and MoonMan. So we here, man. I'm Swagged Out Ski, like they said, man. But before I get into who I am, I gotta first thank NoBrakes for even giving us this opportunity, man, this platform, man. Because without him, y'all don't even know me. So big up to you, my G, man. And thanks to the day ones, man, for sticking with us. And coming to this location, man. Welcome to the new supporters. We family now behind. NoBrakes, so just give you a little recap on my journey up until this point, though. Born Tashi Ty Mitchell Jr. in Wilmington, Delaware, in an unconditional loving family. Shout out to the Mings, the Masados, the Poindexters, the Mitchells, the Crisens, Wallaces, Wilsons, Griffins. No particular order. I don't want to cause no friction, but they raised a hero. Man, my journey was rocky, man, to say the least. But I have no regrets, man. My whole life up until this point was purposely. So everything that I went through was on purpose. So I really got no regrets. The only thing I really do, sit back and beat myself sometimes up about it, fatherhood. Since 35 years, it's, being a father, and it can kind of get a little hard at times. But other than that, there's no regrets, man. And it sounds crazy. I got no regrets at, sitting in jail at 27 years old, 8 years in on a 35-year sentence, and, max out date 2050. That sounds crazy. I don't have no regrets, but, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, I'm bossed up now. I understand my value, and without being behind here, I would have still been, following, people that, might have still had me crash. So now that there's no, no strike against them, but I still love them dearly. But I'm a star in my own. I'm a leader, where they're driving in my own right. So I'm the chosen one, and been down for 35 years for murder, man. So the fight never ends, and we keep fighting every day that I wake up. So just we got you with a couple heroes, man. We got our capes on, and we giving you all the good, the bad, the ugly, from behind the wall, and it's no cap. So look, no breaks. Let's go, man. That's me. We're gonna get a little bit deeper, but for the surface, that's me, man. Let's go.
Let's go, man. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate y'all, of course, of course. So I'm not sure. Did you want to give some words, or would you like to just dive right into the questions?
Man, let's dive right into the question, man. This is, as much as this for us, this for the people too. We want, we want to see where they at with it, where they going.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, I do have a question here. So what would be your advice to someone, I guess, who doesn't care about going to prison, or in other words, just reckless, having that mindset?
Man, it's a dark world. This side is dark. You gotta have some type of purpose behind your life. This side is dark, man, and I literally seen every type of person, every type of person in their own right, go, I don't want to say crazy, but lose their mental in here, man. It's way more to life than just this. It's way more. So for the people that you think, you know, that you might be following out there, or that y'all is out there with no cares, man. It's a lot to this world to care about. You gotta have some type of care in your heart, so you can get what you want out of life, man. You got to, because it's dark on this side. It's dark. I'm telling you. I'm gonna give you, for the people that don't care, right? Listening, for the people that don't care, I want you. This is what I want you to do. This is what jail for, like, in a microcosm, right? I want you to lock yourself in your bathroom, right? Lock yourself in the bathroom. Don't come out the bathroom for nothing. Have somebody bring your food to the bathroom. Have somebody bring a phone to the bathroom, and after 15 minutes you gotta get that phone back. That's what jail is. Somebody's always telling you what to do. If you think that you don't like authority out there, trust me, it's nothing but authority in here. So you're gonna have to get used to that. So I want to get MoonMan perspective, man. Get MoonMan perspective on that same question, man. Talk to him, Moon.
Yeah. That was
Man, I'm here.
that was a great
Shalom. What you
that was
got
a
for
great
me?
analogy.
No
Yeah,
breaks.
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. So the question was, what would be your advice to someone who don't care about, or who doesn't care about going to prison? In a reckless mindset. What would be your advice or suggestion or words to them?
Man, okay. True. If you existed and it's to the point where, you don't care about prison, you your thinking is totally incorrect, because even when I was in the field, or when other individuals in field, that is always the biggest fear: death and prison. You know what I'm saying? And so you see if the risk outweighs the reward. You know what I'm saying? So that one. My advice to them is, you got to do some soul searching, because you got to step into yourself and boss up. Like, you got a higher self that you see. We programmed. And this form of program, this is what you get. You had that mind frame, and pop your cherry until you came to jail and made you official and all that. That thinking right there is so incorrect, because that's the cycle that's going on right now. And to step out of that, it's just, this is not it. Now, mind you, in my position, me myself, I have no regrets, because I took this time, and in so many words, and then I created a monster. I learned myself. See, people go through life 80 years old, and they don't really even know who they are. So we can't say, I know how you is, and I know, because you got to learn yourself.
So in that aspect right there, yeah, that's broken thinking. And then that comes down to the question is the system broken or is it working perfectly fine? So I'm always going to drop that on you because that angle of thinking is exactly what the program is too. You know what I mean? So now they hyping everything up in the music, hyping everything up in the video, the TV shows and the movies, and this becomes the fad. But this is not it at all. And then, like I said, it's levels to even the prison system. Next week we'll break down the whole structure of it. But we at the, we in jail. You know what I'm saying? So you got an open population that does all that. But yeah, this is not it. And then who don't love the touch of women? Like, I mean, seriously?
Come on. Yeah. Come on. For real.
It's my opinion of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. We got Lauren Bishop in the comments saying real talk, Matt. Real talk. We got another guest in there saying that they like the show. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate the love. We're here every Thursday, y'all. Appreciate it. So yeah.
Yes.
So
yes.
yeah.
Oh, love is love. Hey, Cuzzo, I hear you, Cuzzo, out there, man. Stay tuned, man. We just taking off, man. We ain't even hit outer space yet.
Absolutely. So I want to dig into, I guess, like, the system, the prison system, So I have a question, like,
okay.
You were saying, it's dark. I was saying it's dark. It's something that, isn't meant for us at this, like, it's not our habitat. So what are some things that prisons can improve on to receive better results, like decreasing the amount of convictions or returning inmates, things of that sort? Like, what are some things they can improve on?
Okay, so now, see, the whole system with that, now I'm going to give you an angle view of it, but I'm also going to tell you that I don't believe in the prison system at all. And I know that sounds crazy. It's like, all right, well, you got the bad and, society will run amok and all this other stuff. But in my view, prison is nothing but the modern day slavery. You know what I'm saying? Because they abolished slavery and did all these other things, but then prison was birthed. And what is it housing? You know what I mean? Majority, African Americans, majority colored people. So in all this aspect, prison, just like America, the slaves built and started America, and was laid on the back. Now you got the prison system is the main vein in the blood flow of America. So all this comes into play, and it's just a setup from the gate because you got the growing up, raised, and this is probably going to be one of your steps. I don't know too many people that didn't catch in prison. God bless my my mom's side of the family. They was blessed and fortunate to guide it that way. But okay, so if we, that's the more extreme version. So
you have 1 minute remaining.
All right, so to take it light and go to the other view, okay. First of all, where we sitting here, if we don't take initiative to better ourselves and reach out and mold us into these precious diamonds, if it was left to them, we would sit here and rot. The programs is not set up in place. All these other factors is made for you to come home without a plan. They stick you right back out there in the world. So fixing it, I don't know. But stay tuned because we logging right in, man.
So yeah, we have a comment.
Thank you for using GTL.
Okay. Yeah. So they'll be back. Oh yeah, I was just about to read your comment. Yeah. So they'll be back for the next segment. We have 3 segments here today, maybe even 4. We may get a bonus segment. Yeah. So if you are not already following the social medias, we are on IG. We are on Facebook as well, and TikTok. NoBrakes Go Live. NoBrakes Go Live. I'll put it in the comments for everyone. Yeah. So this okay. So call it right back. 1 second.
Hello, this is a prepaid call from an inmate at the James T. Vaughn Correctional Center. To accept this call, press 0. To refuse this call, hang up or press 1. Your current balance is $11.91. This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using GTL.
Yeah, swagged out ski here, man. We tune back in.
Swagged
We
out.
tune back in, Cuzzo.
Absolutely. So I wanted to read a comment. Someone in the comment section said, I know someone who killed my friend and got away with it in the court. Let her walk. All right. And just became the police officer and didn't do the proper arrest or didn't say what the rights properly. So basically, yes, she knows someone who killed her friend and got away with it, basically, and they didn't did the proper. So what's your thoughts on that?
Honestly, I believe in. I don't want to necessarily say, first of all, let me say that, my condolences and my heart, and I'm, go out to that person, and I'm giving them good energy. I'm giving them good energy, my good spirits, and hopefully that they feel it wherever they at, and they're better. When they think about they loved one, that they're better to say, it's somebody that don't even know me that's sending me good energy, and that'll make them smile. So I want to first, get that out the way, and let them know that I'm sending them good energy, my condolences. And I'm a firm believer in. I don't want to say karma, but I'm gonna say, what you give into the world, you're gonna get. And that's not necessarily mean that person is going, get the same exact, thing that they did to somebody else. But the world and the universe will pay them back for their wrong deeds. They might have got away from the court system. They might have got away from the police. They might have got away from, the family. They might have got away from whatever else. But somewhere, sometime in this world, the universe is going to pay them back for their wrong deeds that they did in life. And I'm a firm believer in that. That's why I try to do good myself and put good in the world, because I know that's good going to come back to me. The moment that I done did bad, or decide I want to go against the realm of what I know is right, something bad happened to me. So I'm a living testament that what you give, you're gonna get back in return. So just hold on to that. You don't always gotta don't hold that weight on yourself to say that you gotta be the executioner or the judge or the jury and say this is what he deserved. The universe is gonna give that person what they deserve. I guarantee, you just keep you just keep your spirits alive and keep your spirits up however you see that you need to keep it up. It might not be the same for you as it is for the rest of the family. So you got to take care of yourself and understand that the universe is going to come and take care of that person, however they see fit. You can't pray and say hope something bad happened to them. Just put it in. Just make sure that you know in your heart that the universe is going to say, yeah, they're going to get theirs, and hold on to that, because it serves no purpose. It serves no purpose of you trying to beat evil with evil. You just be the good and just know that the evil is going to, hit that person however they see it hit them. The universe is going to get them.
That's a fact. Yeah. Sorry for your loss. Yeah. My condolences as well. But that's true.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
so
sending.
true.
Yeah, I'm shot.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, shout them out. Sending them.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to let you I really believe, I understand what it feel like to lose somebody. So I really want to send them, my energy, and my condolences to him, man. That's it, man.
All right, bro. Yeah. Pronounce that name right. Appreciate you for coming out. Yeah, absolutely. So I wanted to we had a new guest come in and say hi. Yeah, for sure. So I wanted to actually get into this question. So you was talking about earlier how the prison.
Matt.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't hear.
Yeah, so yeah, you was talking about earlier how the prison system, like the prison is just dark. Basically, imagine locking yourself in the bathroom and having someone basically bring you plates of food, tell you what to do, things of that sort, right? So I wanted to ask, what are some things I guess that prisons can improve on to receive better results, like decreasing convictions or actually like bettering their environment? What are some things that you would like to see them improve on?
Just the over. That's a generalized question, but for the the jail that I'm in, more compassion. Just bring more compassion in it, and with compassion, everything else will fall into place. Mental health will fall into place. The way that the guards treat us will fall in place. The way that the food is made to be better. Just everything in general, just be a system that starts with that's kind of a loaded question because you gotta start with, for me honestly, start with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But then if you're talking about the prison system, then you got to start with the officers that come in here, the mental health specialists that come in here, because if you're training them in the academy to come in here with a chip on their shoulder and say that we are less than a man or less than a human because we committed a crime, then the whole system is gonna be messed up. These are the same people that's supposed to be here helping us.
Mm.
So we gotta literally start off with the training of the officers when they come in.
Mm.
If we are training them in the academy to say, you are here for security. The officers are here for security. You're not here for mental health. You can't deal with mental health problems of these of certain inmates. You can't deal with the food or the structure. You are here for security, and make sure that you come in here with a good heart, and everything else is just following in place. And then our mental health specialists or the maintenance of the building, the medical system. I literally this is speaking from experience, right? I had a situation going on with my elbow. I hit my elbow on something and it was hurting real bad, so I put a sick call in. So when I put my sick call in, they send me down to medical, and I go down there. They give me some ibuprofen and tell me to go ahead. It should get better. So I'm like, okay, I'm not really taking medication or pills or nothing like that. But then maybe like another week or two later, I went down there for something else, something that was totally different. And they gave me some ibuprofen, and they say, well, take this. I told them medical staff, no disrespect, but, if I came down here with my head in my hand, literally walking down here handcuffed with my head in my hand, y'all would give me some ibuprofen. Y'all would say, go ahead on your way. So I just feel like just the medical system too. So, just come in with more compassion and, know that we people too. So I'm gonna let MoonMan, give y'all his perspective on that same thing too. So, just for me, it's just compassion.
Absolutely.
That'll settle a lot of things because we think they look at us like we less than a man because we committed a crime. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Bless. Free to jail. Here I is.
Mm-hmm. What's good, Mac? What's good? All right. So.
Oh man, yeah. Y'all got a part of my passion and my energy. I'm in the background. They behind the walls, man. They see what we doing, man. They banging, they screaming, they saying the whole jail behind the movement. We birthed something. So yeah, we sometimes we can fly off the handle, but I'm here with the question.
Yeah. So we just asked Ski, what are some things I guess jails, prisons can improve on, and he was just saying compassion, training, mental health, just basically the roots of the minds behind the prison, the minds behind it, right? So yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
So like I know you spoke on it a little bit about it earlier, but how do you feel about the American system as a whole? Like, I know you said basically it's broken. It shouldn't exist. Is that something that you would say, right?
Yeah. Well, but see, my whole thing is, I asked that question, but in my thing, the powers that be that's in control that started this, you got to think, I'm going to give you this, right? So no one else has figured it out. Well, besides the fact that the country was born and built on violence, America has been on the IV drip of normalizing violence through movies, TV shows, and music. The FCC is the gatekeeper, and our children will see a real or fake murder before they see a woman's breast. And so when that is at the core of something, what is the design of the product? You know what I'm saying? So I think America as a whole is being run as a business. There's no, like he says, something needs love and passion at the core. It's none of that. It's a business. It's a franchise,
Mm.
and behind the scenes, all this thing is working perfectly fine. To the violence, to all that. Nobody wants to cure hunger, cure disease, cure poverty, cure any of these things because this makes money in the 1% and the 2%'s pocket. So when you get into that factor of, uh, 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 you know, talking about America in a whole, look how it was founded. They say Christopher
Mm.
Columbus. Okay, yeah, he founded America. How can you find
Cutting in and out. Cutting in and
when you
out.
go into the aspect, it's the history of what we even taught in school be a false history. I had to come in here and unlearn so much to pour some new wisdom and jewels in my cup because what I was fed before was programming tools. So when it comes to that right there, everything they don't want change. Wars is money. You know what I'm saying? Violence is money. Gun violence, all that. That's what thrives. If
Mm.
everything was cured and everything was fixed, it doesn't produce money. It doesn't make sense to them. So that's my aspect of that. So how do you change that? That's a whole different monster. The solution to that, that's a whole different entity. So, my opinion of that, it's behind the scenes getting
Yeah.
boom. So my whole thing is, and how I look at it is, okay, now I need to wisen it up. So just how they play the game, I need to learn the secrets that they learn. Because the general stuff that they feed us is not what they feed their own children, who is birthed and raised
Mm.
and put in position to be CEOs of banks and running the world. You know what I'm saying? The Rothschilds, you know what I'm saying? The DuPonts, you know what I'm saying? The Rockefeller, I can go on of these names, but the crowns, they've been running things behind the scenes. So my whole thing is to find the secrets of that and get in position and rise up. Like, shout out to Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying? They rise up to that playing field. And so we don't see on the surface of what they doing for us and all that. But for him to climb and come from the projects and be now past the White House, that's an accomplishment. So when it comes to the American system, that's a whole different monster. But my advice to those is to wake up and not that little, flowery thing that they say that woke, we woke, we woke. Now we talking about really wake up. It's all the things that they claim to be taboo and claim to be, oh man, that's blasphemy and that's a sin. That's what you sometimes need to investigate because it's like, well, why? Why is this? And so, like I said, get into a lot of things, it becomes a monster. We got,
Mm.
moving forward, we have so many subjects and so many layers to peel back from religion, to politics, to all these things that, goes under and gets into the core of what's really going on.
Mm. Mm. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's deep. And my thing about it is, if you really care, right? Um, you would prevent it from happening versus always trying to cure it, right? Like it would be
Mm.
preventative
Mhm.
actions, right?
Mhm.
Instead of, prescriptions and cures, and
Mhm.
and I'm gonna say this last thing about it, like basically if everyone was healthy, hospitals would be out of business. But that's
Mm.
another thing. But
Right. Yes. Yes.
uh
And look, hold on before we spin off of that one. I like how you said that. And cure making money because curing is not absolute. The prevention part, all this can be prevented. Instead of putting, billions and trillions of dollars into military and all this, these are who raising the kids. How are the teachers at the bottom of the food chain of getting paid? So what you expect?
You have 1 minute remaining.
So when you come through, you gotta look at the blueprint. You gotta look at the blueprint of how the 1% and the 2% is treating their own children, and that's how you gotta, copy and paste. Because what they give us in the public school system and all that is a freaking joke.
mm,
Thank you for using GTL.
mm, that's true. And I see so many similarities in the prison jails versus schools. Like I know I've seen a few memes, well, like clips of how and it was actual visuals of how the trays are, how similar they are to prison trays, school trays, or school buses, prison buses. So it's kind of, I would say, conditioning, but you know, um, think of it. So yeah, I appreciate everyone for showing up. We have another segment on the way. If you haven't already, you can follow YouTube. I have the actual video up on YouTube posted. Um, and yes, No Breaks Go Live. So if you want to follow the YouTube, No Breaks Go Live. It's also in my description, I believe. I'll put it in the comments. Also, you can follow No Breaks Go Live on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, yeah, YouTube as well, like I said. And yeah, Podbean. If you haven't already, follow the Podbean. We have previous episodes, and I'll be uploading, posting this episode as well on there, episode 4. So we'll be getting into that. Again, I appreciate the love. So yeah, as we wait for them to call back, yeah, uh, that's true though. A lot of the things that they said was true. And if it's if they improve, I guess, the mental health, the compassion, I guess the personnel inside these prison systems and things of that sort, it will prove it will improve, the minds of these inmates to the point where it will actually be a productive process. But I see people go to prison and sometimes, come out like, oh, we have him calling back. We have him calling back. 1 second, 1 second. Sorry.
Correctional Center. To accept this call, press 0. To refuse this call,
Sorry about
your
that.
current
Sorry.
balance is $11.03. This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording.
I was never
Thank
put
you
in
for
school
using
ever, but
GTL.
most people think I have been to college because I taught myself. I kind of lived in libraries. Absolutely. Self-teaching. Absolutely. What's good, Ski? What's good? Yeah, I'm just reading
Man,
off
yeah,
these
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, it was good, Mac. I'm just reading off some of these comments. Uh we have here, not a dropout. I was never put in school ever, but most people think I have been to college because I taught myself. I kind of live in the libraries, and that's a fact. You feel me? You can teach yourself, self-teaching. You know what I mean?
I,
Books, facts.
oh,
There are so
let me
many
comment on
people.
that.
All right, and all right, 1 second. Let me just read this last one. There are so many people who are wrongly convicted and only recently set free from prison. All right, so yeah, we're gonna get to that next.
Oh
So
my,
yeah,
I'm
so
loving
yeah,
that.
so yeah, go ahead with the self-teaching.
Okay,
Books.
so that's self-taught one. Now that is heavy, right? Because my upbringing was so, you know, so poverty ridden that, like they say, you can't focus your attention on school when you hungry and you got holes in your shoes and you're being teased and you're being forced to fight. You become, the class clown, you become suspended and all that. So it's the reality of is I didn't really truly read my first book until I was incarcerated. Now, mind you, that sounds wild, and they had book fairs and stuff like that. My mom would give me like, $5-10 of word, and I'll buy some Goosebump books or some R.L. Stein. That's throwback, might be, dinosaurs to y'all. But we used to get these things just for the cover and all that. I might read the first page or something like that, but they was non-existent. When I came to jail, books opened up my mind. I'm talking about it really is so much you can actually, I agree, you can actually teach yourself because I don't believe in the public school system. If I'm telling you, any of my child now, I have no kids now, but any of my kids from birth, they will be structurally taught, if not homeschooled, but by a solid teacher of my own kind. Because the public school system is failing us and it's giving us lies. So digging in the books and living in the library is the most strength. I'm gonna tell you one thing before I pass it off to Skate. That stimulus check. Look, Cashapp set up, boom, went straight to my Cashapp. I'm like, whoa, man, perfect. right? You know what I did? I spent over half. I probably spent 70% of that stimulus check on books. I was
Mm.
getting 4 books a month. Boom, 4 books a month. Boom. I spent over $900,000 on books, and I'm talking about not no. I don't read fiction. It's all nonfiction. It's all get yourself right and all that. So
You said
that
nine
comment
hundred
alone,
thousand.
that yeah, all on books, all on books. And I'm gonna tell you how the system hates. I had one officer. Now, the same officer recently. I told you that shut my toe in the door, and that's this whole civil situation. He gets mad at me a couple years back, and he goes in my cell and he shakes me down and he takes over 70 books. And I'm talking about, like I said,
Mm.
not hood novels, not none of that. He takes 70 books, and
Wow.
I'm like looking at him like, yo, as a black man, why would you stop me from education? Like, you can do anything, but my
Wow.
books, all these other officers is letting me ride, but this is what you choose to do. So I look at certain things. Some people feel challenged, by someone that's pursuing what you're pursuing. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that right there, that comment, that
Mm.
big up to her, shout out to her. That's the way, and I
Right.
advise that for the
Aphrodite.
children.
It's
Yes.
Aphrodite. So I'm not sure if it's with the pronouns he or she. No offense.
Oh, okay, Aphrodite. Oh yeah,
Aphrodite.
shout
Yeah.
out, to Aphrodite. Shout out to
Oh, it's a
Lauren
girl.
Bishop.
It's a girl.
Shout
It's a
out to
girl.
Chanel. Shout out to Snickers. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving all shout outs. When y'all slide on here, man, man,
Hmm.
your energy is vibrating through the jails,
For
man.
sure. For
Right now,
sure.
we yes, we live and direct. But and on the other note, that last comment that you said about the prison system releasing, see, that's the system, and it takes, like, even in my case, I have to go. I've been down 8 years, and it's going to take me on my ninth and my 10th year for me to actually get free because it's a wrongful conviction.
Mm.
But they make you go through all these parameters before you get free. So the whole thing is like, if you know I'm free or you did certain situations that was illegal, and why I still gave you 10 years of my life. You know what I'm saying? And that's no replacing it. That's why I took that time to bless myself and master what I am.
Mm.
Swagged out. What you got?
That's deep.
Moon man, stay blessed, man. Stay blessed up, man.
Mm. What's
Stay
good,
blessed
Ski?
up,
What's
Moon
good?
man.
What's good, Ski? So we was just I guess uh uh got the vibe from this comment. So and then we got into the school system. So the comment was not a dropout, right? She said, "I'm not a dropout. I was never put in school ever, but most people think that I have a college, education because I taught myself. You know what I mean?" And she said, "I kind of live in the library, so like basically self-teaching, like the importance of putting out that effort versus the school system. So how you feel about the school system and then also self-teaching?"
Man, the school, the school system get us away from self teaching. We don't even respect our own school system.
Mm.
How can we how can we respect our own school system when like MoonMan said, the teachers are on the lowest of the totem pole. They're only gonna let us get but so many books. They're only gonna let us receive but so much knowledge. Look at the system. Look at the campaigns and all that. They are taking books out of the schools that we really need. That we need to better ourselves and understand our history. So self teaching is the best thing that you could ever do. Especially when you know what you want out of especially when you know what you want out of life. When you know what you want out of life, you can specifically say, I want to sit here and this is what I want to do. This is what I want to get. This is the knowledge that I want to get. But the world and the higher ups and the capital and the governors and the people like that is taken out of the school system. They want us to know what they want us to know and not the real true history of what's really
Mm.
going on. So
Mm.
big up to her for really teaching herself. Big up to her for being that select few that's saying, I'm gonna go seek the knowledge myself. I'm gonna go
Mm.
seek what I want. I'm gonna go look up this history for myself, and that's where it started, man. It started with you, and then I will hope, hope and pray that you would, whenever you have kids later on down the line, if you do have kids, that you would, implement that same system into your kids because that's where it's going to start at. We each got to start with ourselves and then give it to our kids. The school
Mm.
system is not going to give our kids what they really need. I'm telling you, they not. My grandma, shout out to my grandma. She been a school teacher for 30 years. For 30 years now, she's been a school teacher, and every year it seems like, she is saying more and more on what they taking from her. She got to go out of her own pocket to give color pencils and crayons and markers to the kids so they can be able to come in there and teach and learn. And you expect me to put my kids in a failing system? That system is, you talking about a system that's failing.
Mm.
Talking about a system that's failing. That's a system that's failing. So, big up to her for, going to go and seek that now. That's the best thing you do.
Facts. All right. So look, how do you feel? Because there was another comment. So to sum it up, how do you feel about wrongful convictions? Right.
Oh, that I'm not gonna, that right there just made my heart sink.
Yeah.
That right there just made my heart sink.
Facts.
That's the worst thing that you could ever do to, like, well, man, listen. That's the worst thing that you could really do to a person is take their freedom away for something that they didn't do. That's the worst thing. That's the worst thing. How I feel about that, man. How do I feel about that?
Yeah,
you know what? Better yet,
Go ahead.
because I can talk. I can give y'all what my opinion on it is, but I want y'all to hear from a person that's actually wrongly convicted. MoonMan is actually sitting here wrongly convicted. Like, he not just saying that he innocent. It's actually evidence out there to prove his innocence. So I can say I feel bad and I'm wrong and the system is wrong and the system is this and that. But I actually want y'all to hear from a person that's actually living it day in and day out, being had on that street and freedom taken away because the world want a conviction. It ain't about right or wrong. It's about saying that they got a conviction. This is for you, bro. They said, how do you feel about wrongful conviction?
Simple and plain. How do I feel about wrongful conviction? I'm going to tell you, at the end of the day, they owe that mask. That's period. So, you can't really give, and there ain't no monetary value that you can give to replace the time that was taken away from my family and their living experience. And then being subject to this because, behind these walls, we are carried almost times worse than cattle. The officers that come in here and work with us, we're not looked at as human beings. We're not looking at you could be possibly innocent or, what your crimes is. So what's the difference between a crime of me? All right, so a person selling drugs and they get a drug charge and they're locked up for 10 years. But then you got a pharmaceutical company that get his drugs approved and 5 years later, it's a recap on, have you took this drug? Contact us, and they didn't kill hundreds and thousands of people. So that's what I'm saying. They get a civil lawsuit and we get criminally prosecuted. So the wrongful conviction joint, I am a walking book of that. And we're going to get into that. We're going to let your opinion on that on March. But yeah, my whole thing is you can't get back that time. That's why I didn't let them dictate the time, how I was going to do the time. And from this walking into this jail, I have maximized my moments. I have learned what I need to learn. I meet people. I told you I treat people as all teachers. And I consume it. It's the time that I get to meditate and read. I'm going to tell you, on the streets, we just don't have that time. It's just not possible because we have too many attachments. We have bills to pay. We have families to take care of. We got car notes. We got schooling. We got work. You know what I'm saying? You barely got 2 hours here, 2 hours there to do something for yourself. So in here, when we lock in that cell and we go down and we're in the cell 20 hours a day, you know what I'm saying? 5, 6 hours is sleep. The rest, we in the books. I got composition books. We got composition books filled with ideas, sayings, all types of empowerment. So that's why I looked at this as a blessing. But now you might have a next door neighbor of mine that this time is killing him, it's deteriorating him. And he's going crazy and his mental health explodes and he can't handle it. And it's making his situation worse. And then they stick him right back out on the street. So the wrongful conviction joint, that cuts real deep. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a living story, but y'all going to be able to watch it live.
And let me ask you this. Can somebody walk away free and be wrongfully convicted as well?
So what you mean? So you said, can someone walk away free
and be
wrongfully
convicted?
What you mean walk away free though? What, like a time served? Like what you mean? They do any time?
No,
any wrongful?
No time, basically. You know what I mean? Case dismissed or whatever. But or even they do less time. Hold on. Actually, they do less time, right? Let's say if they're raised up different family, different culture and everything, and they get less time. than an average person or a black person would in prison? Can they be wrongfully convicted?
Oh yes, I mean that happens all the time. That
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can take a mirror and you can have one person and another person, and they can have exactly everything, and that changed the dimension of what they're going to receive. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna let you know. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The black skin in itself is like guilty until proven innocent, and that's how you carry. And I'm gonna tell you another thing. A lot of people, and this is how they even get you up to habitual offenders. A lot of people take pleas because it's like a slap on the wrist. It's like, yo, go home from probation. You know what I'm saying? Go home for this. And then when you look at it, you done had a couple slaps on the wrist, and you ain't really do no time. Then you get something, and then now they saying, hold on, that's strike three. You're done. And it's that simple. So it's designed to, what I'm saying, get them conviction. And you got to think, majority of this population of this jail is probably over 60-70% that's taking pleas. A lot of people don't go to trial. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to let you know, when you go to trial, you're going to be subject to, the illegal way that they do it. But the best part about that is they're so greedy, they punch holes in your thing, and on the back end, that's when you get the case over.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Okay. So yeah, we going into that, you know what I'm saying, we definitely got one more. We coming back to you for the next joint. So man, keep feeding the comments, see what the people want, man.
For
and I'm
sure,
gonna
for
catch you
sure.
on the flip side.
Absolutely. We got one more segment,
Thank
y'all.
you for using GTL.
We got one more segment. What's good? What's good? It's my first live on Podbean, so I appreciate the energy and the vibes. I'll definitely be back every Thursday around this time, 11 a.m. Central, 12 p.m. Eastern. Is that 9 a.m. Pacific? Yeah. I appreciate the love, y'all. Again, if you haven't already, go ahead and follow YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, NoBrakes, go live.
Hello, this is a prepaid call from an inmate at the James T. Bond Correctional Center. To accept this call, press 0. To refuse this call, your current balance is $10.15. This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using GTL.
Love is love. Love is love, man.
Love is love. Love is love. Welcome back.
So
Welcome
what the
back.
people want?
All right, so we have Aphrodite down here said that she so like someone who's got money and basically bribes the system to let them walk because they rich. Yeah. So also yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
so
I
yeah,
want to
when it
comment on
comes
that.
yeah. So when it comes down to the money, money talks. How do you feel about that versus someone who doesn't have
All right,
the money?
I'm gonna let you know this, right? If prestige and money, them are the two PowerPoints. If my last name was a prestige, I wouldn't be here right now. And if I had money, I wouldn't be here right now. Because, and like I said, I don't want to do no spoiler alerts, but March we gonna get into it. But that definitely, yeah, because I'm not gonna dig deep because I want y'all, because I'm gonna give y'all the whole trial, play by play of how, they, when you swimming with the sharks. This is how they get it done. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, absolutely. I mean, look at it. You know what I'm saying? Look at all these top dogs. Look at Joe Biden's what's that? His son. That's all his illegal. He's not gonna do no time. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things get swept under the rug. It's had to be something extreme where they say, okay, let's make an example. But other than that, you got the name, you got the prestige, and you got the finances. That equals no tick because a lawyer. If I had a lawyer that was competent, and I had the 35,000, the 25,000 that they wanted to represent me. You know what I mean? The state couldn't have pulled what they pulled. Then you got expert with you like all these designs. So yeah, you see that all across TV. Prestige and money equals like you said, freedom.
That's deep. That's deep, especially in America.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, so yeah. So we do have March coming up, you can let them know, I guess, what do they have to look forward to coming up this March?
Okay, so we got March coming up. So basically, if y'all been witnessing, I've been like, skeeting on the surface of things. So March, we diving deep. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you my case, from the time of locked up to the procedures, to the trials, to the second trials, to the conviction, to all, the integral things that, landed me where I'm at today. You know what I mean? So after March, you're gonna know who Mac Marsh, who the MoonMan, who Marshall Brown, who Swagged Out Ski is. And then from then, shit, it's an open book. So I'm open to all questions. I'm letting it online. And I want to also say, I'm not one of them that's crying wolf. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of them that's, you look at the jail like everybody saying they're free and all this. When y'all see what it is, anything I say is documented. So it's public knowledge of the paperwork, of, the transcripts, everything is proven. So I just want to know moving forward, that's why I ask for the trust, because if you ever catch me in a contradiction or a lie, I prove you to go ahead and sign straight off and never deal with us again. Because me, I'm an open book to my faults and to my accomplishments. So March, you will know who I am. You know what I'm saying? And then moving right there, I think that will make our bond even stronger, and we'll grow together. And then we can come up with solutions because the system needs to be changed. But let me go. Swag.
1 second.
Yeah. I'm here, man. We great. This is the last one, so we really want to thank y'all for. We really want to thank y'all for rocking with us again, man. Swagged Out Ski, MoonMan, Mac Marsh, only on NoBrakes, man. We with NoBrakes, man. So, we here, man. Be here, man. But I got to be honest with you. Hey, I got to be honest with the family, man, because this is now the Behind the Wall family. So I got to be honest with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've been playing with our food. We've been playing. Granted, we had to pay homage to, the legend Bob Marley. This is with the movie coming out, and MoonMan, Mac Marsh, and NoBrakes, man, the direct bloodline of the Marley. It was only respectable, to dedicate this month to Bob. But we also had to get some technical things tweaked, timing figured out, Cherry and March taken care of, and miscellaneous stuff tackled. But everything is cooking now. Everything is cooking. So we here, man. Coming in March, man. Coming in March, I guarantee you, we blowing the lid up this. Man, we blowing the lid up this joint, man.
Facts.
We busting the books wide open.
Facts.
We lighting the world up, kicking the door down. Whatever y'all thought that we was gonna talk about, whatever y'all thought, they're gonna just hit the surface. We're gonna talk about child. We're gonna talk about working out. Whatever you thought we was gonna talk about, erase that, because we coming heavy and we coming crazy. We gonna laugh. We gonna cry. Y'all might even get mad at us. Y'all might get mad at our opinion and our views.
Yeah, it happens.
But it's gonna be epic.
Yeah.
This drink gonna be epic. Matter of fact, from March on, I promise madness. I promise mania. March. Hashtag March Mania Madness, man.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Hashtag March Mania from Behind the Wall. Hashtag only on NoBrakes go live, man. I appreciate y'all for coming. But bring a friend, invite a family, and tell your stranger, man. Stop yelling free the jails, man. Hey, yo, free the jails, man.
Right. Free the jails, man. You already know, man.
Hey, yo, free the jails, man. They can't hear y'all. They can't hear y'all. Yeah. We free in the jails, man. We free the jails, man. Behind the Wall, live and direct, man. Hey, NoBrakes, man. I hope you got that 5G internet too, man. We're gonna break it during the March, man. We're gonna break the internet in March, man. We coming, man.
I'm gonna put that
you better have
insurance
the internet
on
right, man.
I'm gonna put that insurance on it, man. I got you.
You better believe it, man. MoonMan, Mac Marsh, man. We here.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all hear the people. That's the people talking. This ain't no we came home. This is the people talking, and we here, man. Free the jails, man. MoonMan, Mac Marsh, Swagged Out Ski, only on NoBrakes, man. Only on NoBrakes, man. Put that out there, man. We here, we live, man. We out. Hey, NoBrakes, let's go, man.
Let's go.